Hi, my name is Eric LaRose, and I'm with Golf Masters Learning Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I want to take a look at Rory McIlroy's swing today and just kind of show you a couple of the things that I'm looking at in the golf swing and things that I see with a lot of good amateurs, but the problem is it doesn't work consistently. And that's one of the things I see with Rory McIlroy. When he's playing his best, he's as good as anybody in the world, but he can get off very easily. Obviously right now he's #1 in the world, but let's take a look at his swing. Now, being young, he's going to be able to get away with certain things, and the younger players tend to get away, and as you improve as a golfer and get a little older, you have to tighten things up. So a lot of what I'm going to look at is just his balance in the golf swing. So we're going to start off, I put lines up on where his legs are in the backswing, and you can see one of the first things he does is straighten out his right leg. That becomes a real serious issue with most golfers, is they get out of balance, and it's really eliminating what that right leg and how your body can swing into the ball. The other concern I have of mine is you can see on the right there's a lot of rounding with his upper body, so his back is really getting turned around a lot here. Some of that is because of where his arms get to, so you can see from the left his right elbow and right arm get behind his body here. And I'm not a big fan of your arms getting behind your body because they get stuck. And that's one of the problems I see with his golf swing, is he gets stuck. So as we look at the top of the backswing, there's a lot of weight kind of centered. It's hard for him to step into the shot. So what he's going to have to do from here is there's a lot of lower body shifting that's going to need to go on. So what he does is he shifts his lower body and does a lot of driving with that lower body. And we see that from both views here. The knees starting to flex, starting to turn, trying to get out ahead. But what happens is you can see his elbow gets behind his body over on the left. And that's a real concern of mine, because if your arms are behind your body, they have to get out ahead of it. So what you can see is he's lucky he can turn a tremendous amount with his hips before he gets into impact. So his hips are turned probably 60 or 70 degrees at impact. But look at what happens at impact. You can see him jump. He's not turning his hips anymore. So what's happening is, instead of rotating through as one piece, he's just hitting at the ball with his arms and hands. It doesn't mean it can't work, but it's going to be hard to be consistent with it. And you can see how tight everything is with his arms and hands as he comes into it. There's going to be a lot of arm and hand movement. You can see with his lower body on the right how at this point there's no turning, it's just jumping. He's straightening out his right leg, so there's no drive down through it. It's just an arm and hand motion. And I really think of it like turning your hips and then just slapping at the ball with your arms and hands. It can work, but it's not going to be consistent. It doesn't always work under pressure. So that's one of the things that I really look at in his golf swing that I would definitely want to adjust and start fixing.